Hi guys, welcome to the Sue and Shelley Show. It's your scheduling team, and we have just a few things for you this wonderful March meeting. We want to start out by praising you. We are so grateful for you. You guys are what make our jobs possible, doable, manageable. The unending support and good humor that you give us makes such a difference in our lives. You inspire us. You are great. You're just our rock. So for that, we thank you. We want you to hear that, because you get our tones when we're disappointed, and you get our pushing and our begging and our pleading and our, so we just want you to know how very much, and this isn't buttering you up, whether you say yes or no, you guys work hard, you're committed, and you're awesome.
And we want you to know that with the yes and no, I mean, you have to say no sometimes, and we don't get mad.
Mm-mm.
Like sometimes we're frustrated because we can't fill these shifts, and we're really asking a lot of you guys. So don't ever be afraid to have that communication with us. We understand things happen and you can't help us all the time. We're going to keep asking, so we do appreciate you so much.
Because that's what we do. We have to ask. And again, during this last COVID year, things have been so different. So we're even asking more often to those of you that have stayed the course and been available. So just, you've gotten us through a tough time. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right, on to the business. Okay.
So the next thing, we wanted to just touch base on one of our scheduling things. So a lot of this has to do with the on-call. So we've had a bunch of call-offs lately and moving things around, and we just wanted to put it out there. So when we have a 24/7 client, unfortunately, if you're in that assignment, you are required to stay until we get another caregiver in there. And really, believe me, we do our best, our hardest. The minute we have a call-off, we are working on getting someone there, so you don't have to stay longer than you were expected to stay. But it does happen, so we do appreciate it. So I just wanted to do a big thank you for everyone that has done that. We've had it happen a lot lately. And it's nothing, we can't do anything about it. So I hate to come across and say, well, you have to stay there till the next caregiver comes, and you might have plans to do whatever you had planned for that day, mostly sleep first, so sorry about that. But we just wanted to go over just that, because it's just part of the caregiving game. It also applies in other assignments too. If things change, maybe you're scheduled 12 to 5 and all of a sudden your client had an accident or needs some extra attention in some places. We need you to stay a little bit longer. Always let us know if you're going to do that, but we need you to stay until that assignment is complete and the caregiver is safe and know where they need to be. So thanks for hanging in there with us. We do appreciate that too.
So that sort of turned into a thank you too.
Yeah.
So, the next thing is just about our your phone calls. So I've had it happen numbers of times lately where different ones of you are reaching out from your clients' homes. I know it's a tricky balance. We call you when you're at these homes on your cell or text you. Sometimes just because I want to make sure that I don't forget to do it later, so I know you're at a shift, but I'm still going to reach out to communicate with you, and you can get back to me when you're done with the client. But we've had a lot of different instances where we are getting phone calls from people that are in the field with a client when they're not things that are urgent, nor they're things we're necessarily comfortable with the client being exposed to, privy to, even if you're not in the same room as them. We're asking that you just use your best discretion when you're with a client about communication with either people in your own life, your family if things are going on, but with the office in particular, that if it can wait, to call when you're done with the shift. If we need you urgently, we're going to call the client's home number and apologize for bothering you while you're there, but just ask if we can talk to you. Sometimes we have a hard time reaching you, so that's a time we know we can get you. And the other thing is that if you do need to make a call to the office, just let your client know that's what you're doing. Excuse me, I just have to check in with the office about something. I'll be right back with you. And just so that they know when they hear your voice on the phone that it's an official call and not a social call. Okay? So that's just a little thing we wanted to remind you guys about. And finally,
last but not least, communication. we talk about communication every single quarterly meeting. And sorry about that, but it's so, so important for us to keep that open line of communication with you guys. And make sure that you're always getting back to us. We sit, we wait, we wait, we wait.
It can be pathetic. Yeah.
And we call and we call and we call. And that's just part of this whole scheduling process. So if we do reach out to you, please call us back in a timely fashion. We know if you're not working, you might be out doing things that you don't want to be bothered by home instead. But check your phones periodically, see if there's any messages from Sue and I, and get back to us because we're waiting on.
See if there's any messages or many messages. Many messages. I know. I think sometimes you guys look at your phone and you're like, what do they want? Yeah.
So call us back, and we're there for you. We're here for you always. Anything you need, call us. Okay?
All right, guys. We love you. Take good care, and until next time.
Thank you.
See ya.